What are some approaches to encourage repeat business in the roofing industry? Strategies slash approaches to encourage repeat business.
So we have very little repeat business. Now
I
we
think
have
that's
a lot of
probably normal.
referral business,
Yeah.
but the repeat business that we chase um, would be considered commercial.
Hmm.
There's basically very little to no opportunity for repeat business in the residential roofing business. The only When I say commercial though, that doesn't mean it's not a residential dwelling. It's owned by a commercial company. So that's still commercial work, right? Because you're working for a property manager, or you're working for we one of the ones I'm so excited about this year we've got is this gas station chain. They're a convenience store chain. It's the biggest one in the area by like there's I don't even know who second is. They own everything. And we got the contract with them about a month ago. We did one job, and we've got in the last couple of weeks we bid five more. That's great repeat business because most of their stores are they're either small rubber jobs like 30 square rubber jobs or 20 to 50 square shingle jobs. So they're more or less like a residential dwelling size wise. There's just a little layer of complication because of the consumers coming in and out of the store. You have to kind of control that. If you're wanting repeat business, you got to go out and chase property managers. I don't really care for realtors. I've got one that I'm working for right now. We just have never really had success with it. They don't make money on that. That makes realtors no money. Usually, it makes a sale fall through, not go through. So,
Yeah.
especially once they get our price, they see, oh shit, that roof's going to cost me 20 grand. Well, I can't buy this house. So, realtors don't mess with us much. Insurance agents, again, the ones that are good, they're not really allowed to do a whole lot. So that's not the way I would go. Property managers have been great to us. We get condo associations, HOAs. Um, we've got one property manager that has a decent bit of rentals, probably like 100 rental homes to where we're doing, two or three, four a year, but they're just houses. Um, the last one we've got, and I'm not going to share too much because it is kind of our little niche that we're just killing it, is a little bit of government work. Get with your local government, figure out what opportunities are there, what they're doing. If you want to know more, reach out to me directly. If that's an avenue you're interested in, you can reach me directly. I will talk about it. But that's a that's a touchy one for us because it's literally what's going to get us through any of these hard times. We'll do more business in that than we would in retail last year when
Yeah.
we set our record year. Like, well,
Yeah.
that's how good it is. So I don't want to give the kitty away on that completely, but local government has a lot of work, man. There's a lot of opportunity in it. Health department, check with your health department, check with building code and things like that. There's a lot of opportunities there.
Yeah. No, that's really interesting. Yeah. It's like it's these you're looking for the people that are managing multiple properties in one way or another. That's how you get repeat business.
And the beautiful thing about government is, as terrible as government is, it's not their money. So
They
once
always
they
pay.
trust you, and that's the biggest thing we built. And now we're very fair. Just to give ourselves a little pat on the back, we do stay fair because we don't want to lose that. We don't want to risk them looking elsewhere, right? So we keep our prices competitive. Don't get me wrong, we keep it at the margin we want. Like, we don't cut our own throat, but we keep a fair margin. We don't go to 60%. We stay at 35, 38%. They don't even bid us out sometimes. They just because we were so easy to get along with, so easy to deal with. Sounds good. You guys got it. When can you do it? So local government's a good one to get repeat business.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I wanted to throw in just I don't know, get your thoughts on this. When I was doing marketing with John and his business, so this was a while ago, we tried to start this program that was it was basically a maintenance program, a residential maintenance program, where it was a recurring, I think it was might have been like $99 a month or something like that. And it was like trying to get homeowners to sign up $99 a month to get unlimited repairs and maintenance and like your annual inspections and stuff. It did not work. But I've always wondered this, and when I did bring it up with John a long time ago, and he was just like, yeah, there's absolutely no way. But it was something I'm curious about to get your input on it because I'm just not remembering that we had this conversation. And that is, what if instead of doing $99, like doing the maintenance plan, what if you did like a roof subscription where they come in, they sign a contract for 15 years and they are on the hook for X amount that gets billed every month. And then um, you put on the roof at no upfront cost. They just pay their first month and then they keep paying. And it would be like internal financing in a way, but or you don't even it's not even 15 years. It's just like you're gonna pay this forever. When you sell the home, you are either on the hook for it or you get the person taking over to take it over, or the person you're selling to has to take it over, or you can replace it. Once you replace it, if you go with us, you can get the roof replaced at no additional cost. And so the model that I'm basing this off of is the model that I used to use when I had my agency for websites. And the model there was never pay upfront for your website. We will rebuild the website. If your website starts breaking down and we need to rebuild it, I'll rebuild it at no additional cost. You get unlimited changes on the website, unlimited maintenance on the website, and all you pay is I would you normally charge $500 a month. So it's like $500 a month. You get full maintenance, full like message anytime to have anything change. You never have to worry about the website. You never have to worry about rebuilding the website. You just pay $500 a month and you have the website off your plate entirely. And so I'm like, can you do that? Websites obviously do not cost the same as a roof to build out, but I'm just wondering, could that possibly work in roofing?
No. No. No, no. I think I really wanted to just shit on you there for a second. No, it could it. You have to be in a huge market, dude. Like you'd have to be in San Francisco, Houston. That to me, like you have to be in an area that you could put that advertisement out and find these select few people that want to do it. Because I just don't. Here's the problem with a roof. I'll give you an example. My father-in-law, great guy, fantastic person, great businessman. Like I have nothing negative to say. He owns a lot of buildings, commercial buildings, and he leases them to himself for other business or to other businesses. There's a couple of these buildings that the roofs are like 50 freaking years old. Like they're so bad. And he'll ask me to repair them. He's like, they still don't look too bad. I think them's only about 40 years old. I'm like, Terry, them's 20-year shingles. You know, but I'm picking on my father-in-law. That's most people. Most people don't look at their roof with the mentality of like, man, that's starting to show its age. I'm gonna get some maintenance done and replace that, or I'm going to have some maintenance done to keep from replacing that for an additional few years. You know what they do? They don't even look at it. And when it starts leaking, they call a handyman to squirt blackjack all over it and smooth some shit over for 150 bucks. And they hope that that'll last them a couple more years while they save to put a roof on, or they put the house for sale and move. Because, I mean, literally, I would say the number, I think that's number two. I think roofing is number two on the I never want to do list for homeowners. I think number one is basement repair, like foundation repair. I think that's number one. I think number two is roofing.
Yeah, of like the last things people want to pay for.
Yeah, foundations
Yeah.
are the worst because it's literally buried in the ground,
Yeah.
and it costs way more than a roof does. Like it's so
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah. So
If
much
you're
cheaper.
up here where I'm at, where everything's in a basement, we're all everybody up here has basements, so basements are super expensive to repair. I mean, you're talking 40 grand on just a normal old house. So
Yeah.
that roof might be 15 grand. But I would say roofs are number two. I mean, I'd rather re-insulate my house than put a roof on it because at least if I re-insulate it, my electric bill is going to go down. You know,
Yeah.
with new roof, what changes?
You're
To
not
me,
saving
I
anything.
care because I look at it. I pay attention, but most people don't pay attention.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's super interesting. It's always like, yeah, so people are always doing it the absolute last second that they possibly can.
When it's dripping on their freaking head in bed at night, that's when they
Yeah.
put a roof on. Most people.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really interesting. Unless it's insurance or something like that, but that's like you're saying your market, there's very little of that. So